Hey Vanessa, how you doing? I've got actually that's last week's. I've got this week's work right here for you. Okay, so let's take a look at where we're at, and I want to talk about a couple of things in terms of the progress of the project. Um, Now this is this week's submission. Okay, we have the logo. Now you have the logo on the shirt, and the ticket. And then this is last week's. Last week's, you have the ticket, you have the small logo, you have your 3 color studies for your logo, you have 2 shirts, and then you have like 8 pictograms or so. But how do you end up having less work this week than last week in a presentation? And that's the question I would ask you if you were sitting in front of me in an interview, or if this was a portfolio piece, or if I was reviewing one of my designers' work here at my studio. I would say, okay, how does this presentation go backwards? How do we have less work now than we had last week? We should have more work. It should be more cultivated, right? So the first thing I want to mention is that you have this logo, and you say, I see I'm still in the same boat. I'm still working on my logo. But you really haven't told me anything about the logo. I mean, what are the swooshes? I mean, we've been spending all this time on concept and concept development and meaning and sign and symbol and syntax and semiotics. And to add these things just out of randomly, it doesn't fit in concord with what we're studying in the class. And I hope that makes sense, because I want this class to help you to start thinking a little bit differently towards design. So in other words, it's not just, okay, how can I make this look cool or look better? It's not about that anymore, Vanessa. It's about saying, I need to put this here for a reason, and the reason has to stand in harmony with the entire methodology behind this project. Okay? So without having reasoning behind this, I would say it's a fruitless attempt. Okay? Another thing here is that you're borderline warm colors. You are pushing warm colors. The yellow and orange, most definitely. The purple is your transition. So be careful here, because the warmer you get, the farther you're going to look like you're a winner of sport. I disagree with these things. I think they're a random placement. I can't see any meaning behind them, and I don't find any merit in a solution that has no legs, I guess is what I'm saying. So, unless you can tell me about the legs here, I gotta say, not so much. Ticket's identical as last week. I mean, you did put a hair. When I say a stroke around, I mean 1 pixel. I mean a hairline stroke. Not, I don't know what that is. If that's a pixel, then use, I don't know. That's just, that's too thick. Okay, so that's where I'm at. So if you have any questions or comments, then feel free to get with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing some more work from this project. I was really liking the way it was going, especially like this. We talked about this last week, but so there we stand. Okay, thanks.